Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Noctilucant channel. If you like dark ambient music, you're in the right place. If you like what you see in this channel, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Well, this isn't an easy video for me to make, and it's not the type of video you ever want to make. By now, you may have already heard, but in case you didn't, last Friday, Cesar Alexandre, the mastermind behind the drone dark ambient project, Mount Shrine, passed away. Cryo Chamber shared the news, and it was pretty shocking because the dark ambient community is such a small community of artists, and when someone passes away, it's always just a really sad thing. I personally had not really listened to Mount Shrine too much, and I had never made any personal contact with Cesar, and now that he's gone, I can never do that. You probably also heard that he passed away from COVID-19. Cesar maintained a shadowy presence on the internet where all of his photos were very obscure and dark. You couldn't quite make anything out. But I managed to track down a photo where you could clearly see him, and my guess is just looking at this photo, he's no more in his early to mid-20s. So once again we see that this plague will not just conquer elderly people or people with compromised immune systems, but it can take anyone. Cesar lived in Brazil, where my understanding is the government was not taking COVID-19 very seriously. Here in the United States, things are not necessarily different. Every day people are dying, things are continuing to spiral out of control, and the hope of ever getting back to something that resembles normal just seems like a distant memory. If you are unfamiliar with Mount Shrine, it could be said that he created a sort of ethereal drone ambient with some very minimal dark ambient characteristics. His music had something of a new age quality to it as well. It had this melancholy to it, but always this sort of fleeting hope on the back end. Cesar published numerous albums through his own personal Bandcamp site, but it's the albums on Cryo Chamber that really made him a star. His debut for Cryo Chamber, Winter Restlessness, was embraced by fans and beloved by almost everyone that heard it. In 2019, he released a sophomore album for Cryo Chamber called Ghosts on Broken Pavement. He then followed that up with Shortwave Ruins, and his final release, a collaboration with Alpha Zone called Dream Chambers. Cesar was, however, a very prolific young man and created a lot of side projects. He had projects like Lindsheaven Virtual Plaza, Noir FM, Slow Midnight, Mount Hibiki, and Yasu Ether, to name but a few. I spent some time listening to some of these projects. I discovered some very interesting music that I otherwise would not find myself listening to, something which I guess they call vaporwave. To me, it sounded like something that was cut straight out of the 80s, and I didn't quite know what to think of it because it had a much more, I guess, optimistic and happy sentiment to it, which is not really my forte, but I still found myself enjoying it. I guess once in a while it's okay to step out of that darkness and let a little light into your life. I wish I could, continue this video and say that I have a special story or a memory of talking to Cesar, but as I said in the beginning, I never talked to him. So to honor his memory, I'll of course post this short little video on my channel with hopes that others will see it and then will then check out his music. Personally, I bought some of those Mount Shrine records from his Bandcamp site, as well as some of the side projects. My guess is his family would be in need of money at this point for funeral costs and so on and so forth. So this would be the time to hit those Bandcamp sites, give it a listen, and toss some coin at them, even if it's just a few dollars. If I had owned any of the Mount Shrine records on Cryo Chamber, I would surely be reviewing them right here. But since I don't, this will have to do. My hope is that this video reaches his fans and his family somehow or another. Based on the response I've seen when Cryo Chamber made their post, it seemed like he was quite a beloved artist on the label, and for many people, one of the absolute favorites. Therefore, he'll be missed, and one can only assume that he had a lot more music to give the world. So again, if you like dreamy, ethereal, ambient music, this is definitely an artist you're going to want to check out. As for Cesar, rest in power, buddy, and we'll see you somewhere. Thank you.